Hello, and welcome to another enriching episode of Furries in the Media, the series that takes a look at video clips that feature furries and reviews them based on how the furry fandom is represented. I'm your host, Abergwine, and today, let's check out Justice with Judge Mablean.
Who's your furry family?
The furry community is a group of like-minded individuals that dress up in animal costumes. They engage in, parties, activities together. Usually ends up in sexual activities.
Not even 2 minutes into the clip, and they've already confused furries with swingers. Good job.
Well, so as you can see here in the painting, if I could submit this for the evidence, it looks like her sheep head ran through the painting, Your Honor, which destroyed it entirely.
Look like her what?
She was a sheep the evening, so she was dressed up as a sheep.
She being the defendant?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Lizzie here.
Was dressed up as a sheep?
Yes.
And her sheep head went through the painting?
That's correct.
And I'm supposed to be able to tell that? Well, I certainly wouldn't tell that it was a sheep head that broke it out.
Exactly, Your Honor.
Shouldn't they have a picture of the costume head to submit as evidence in an effort to prove that it was indeed the defendant who punched a hole in the painting? Oh, wait, I've got that picture right here.
Okay, so you were having sex?
That's correct, Your Honor.
In the wide open with everybody else walking through?
It's a very lax community.
Yeah, the furry community is pretty lax by a lot of standards, but it's not that lax.
How you do that in a fox and a sheep costume? How you do that?
Your Honor, these outfits actually have holes that are either cut open, handmade, or we custom make them.
Deliberately and custom made so that you all can get together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What relevance does this have to the case? Honestly, I'm more concerned about the authenticity of the painting. If it did turn out to be authentic, would $2,000 even be enough to cover the damages? Would the painting even be worth $2,000? I think these are more pertinent questions to this case than examining the logistics of having sex in an animal costume.
So we all have costumes, we have animals that we find ourselves sort of like common interests, common traits, behavior characteristics. And so what we do is we incorporate that entire personality into the costume. So I have the kitten.
So what were you?
I was a cat.
But what's your common trait to the cat?
Just being very feline.
Ooh, you like to bite and scratch.
Meow.
Wow, they actually got this part kind of right. Furries do often have some sort of personal connection to their fursona species. But that point aside, that has got to be the most unenthusiastic meow I think I've ever heard. Let's check out the review stats. Information accuracy is 33%, and the spirit of the clip is 0%, giving us an average of 17%. And now time for my thoughts. If you know what to look for, it's pretty obvious that the show is scripted, and those were just actors, not real people. If there was any basis in truth for the premise of the episode, it seems to have been largely inspired by CSI's interpretation of furries. Honestly, I think they could have left out the detail that these people were furries, and it basically would have been the same story. Considering that the case presented in the show is completely fake, I can't really say that it's that harmful of a clip so long as you remember to take it with a grain of salt. Or maybe the whole salt shaker. Just put it on some popcorn, because you're gonna want it if you watch this clip all the way through. Well, that's it for today's episode of Furries in the Media. Have fun, stay awesome. Bye-bye!